I found a YouTube video of a young Pat Kreitlow doing tornado warning coverage for UW Eau Claire on September 12th, 1982. Pat
Ooh.
was awesome for UW Eau Claire tornado coverage. That was my very first TV appearance as a college freshman on TV 10, the university's cable TV channel for the dormitories. And yes, on this day as a freshman, or not on this day, on September 12th, as a freshman. I'd been a freshman for about 3 weeks. Like, oh my goodness, look at Greg. Greg has clearly found it. A very, very young Pat Kreitlow with a squeaky voice trying to keep his composure while telling students to take cover because a tornado had been seen in Eau Claire.
I ain't trying to do anything right now, Pat. This is amazing. Let me just tell you, Pat Kreitlow brings that meteorology stuff with a cool sense of calm and casual in that farmer's button down and some jeans.
I'm trying. Well, yeah, I was clearly not dressed to go on air. I'd never been on air. I'm trying to stay calm and informative. And yeah, there. So
I'm just gonna
yes.
I'm just gonna say for our older listeners, if you want an idea of what you look like as far as the hair goes, just think Arnold Horshack.
No, I would. Well, okay, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I would say a lot.
But mostly it was. Who's the late director from Stripes and Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis. Yeah,
there's a lot
true.
of side by sides of young me and Harold Ramis. So thanks for calling attention to that YouTube clip, Rob. We'll miss you and your Tigerton
right now.
Your Tigerton weather updates.
Rob, do you want my dog? That's the only prize I can think of to give us this. Oh my God.
Brittany, how are you?
Oh, so much better now. That's fantastic to hear about.
Here's a real meteorologist here to tell us about what we hope is weather that is not quite that stormy, but the potential is definitely there, Brittany.
It sure is. So we've got a lot of things going on here today. First and foremost, a dense fog advisory for the eastern half of the state until about 11 o'clock this morning. We'll probably see that thick fog there, so be careful. Then on the western edge, northwestern Wisconsin, you are under a flood watch right now. This is because you're going to be pegged with probably the hardest rain, where these storms and the rain is just going to keep going over and over you guys, where you could see up to 3 to 4 inches of rainfall. That, of course, is going to cause some flash flooding and also some rising rivers pretty rapidly. So that's up towards Douglas, Burnett, St. Croix counties on that western edge there. But for the rest of Wisconsin, we are all in a severe weather risk, from slight all the way into the Northwoods to a enhanced risk for the entire southern half of the state, to even a moderate risk, which is very rare. That's like a 4 out of 5 on the scale of severe weather that is down just to the southwest of Madison and into that southwest corner of the state. So this is going to be happening this afternoon and evening, where the biggest severe weather outbreak is likely to happen. Now we're going to see a cold front slam into the state. And as it does so, it's going to be firing up these strong to severe storms, where first and foremost, the biggest risk is going to be large, damaging hail. I'm talking like golf ball size hail. And then also tornadoes are definitely possible. We're going to see a few of those warnings go out this afternoon and evening. Then this whole system is going to turn into just a big line. It's going to bow out, and some of these winds inside of that line are going to be gusting up to 70 to 80 miles per hour. So that, of course, with the soggy grass and all the rain that we're getting here this morning, which isn't supposed to be severe, but just a good chunk of rain, places down into southern Wisconsin already getting a half an inch to an inch already this morning. So with all that soggy rain and strong winds, you could see some trees uprooted because, the roots, and it's all pretty soggy. It's easier to knock them over. So some very, very bad weather expected this evening. Again, the first round right now is just some moderate rainfall. Grab that umbrella and get ready for this evening. Have a plan.
Meteorologist Brittany Merlot is going to keep you informed throughout the day here across the Civic Media Radio Network, and take that wind part seriously. If there's something that could, truly blow around in really high wind, this would be the day to not just, hope for the best, but to be proactive on that kind of thing. Because as comedian Ron White likes to say, it's not that the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing. And you don't want to be the cause of a projectile there. So, all right, Brittany, it's going to be a long one. Yes, Mr. Bach. He's so happy.
I just say we also have another weather report to give out to
Wisconsin, another one just over the Menominee area.
More
The third area of thunderstorms is located nearby the Twin Cities. There were severe thunderstorms southeast of Minneapolis about the time we were receiving our tornado here in Eau Claire. Those, of course, still moving eastward, too. And if anything severe should come out of that,
or
if any of
laughing
the
at
other
tornadoes
storms
or
around the
heavy
area.
winds or anything.
No. We're laughing at 18-year-old little Pat Kreitlow.
Brittany, he's pointing at a picture of Wisconsin that's just green. It's not even like
it's not a graphic. We're just
Send this. I need to see this. Send this to me.
Oh, I'm sending it to everyone.
You know what? I'm proud of you, Pat. It's hard to forecast the weather, and if you're pointing to the right stuff, then you're on the right track.
That's
why I
great
adore
advice.
you, Brittany.
If you're pointing at something, you're on the right track. Brittany, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, this was one for the books.